Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I wanted to show you this for the beginning of this video. I'm sitting here looking for a sheet of paper that I had some notes written down on, and I don't know where it went. Oh well, I'll figure it out. I wanted to show you a tweet that I tweeted out last night, and this is something I've been thinking about. I've just kind of seen some of these things come together. And I noticed that right in conjunction with this bull run that we've kind of been on, Grayscale announced their Drop Gold campaign and started they had commercials online. And I'm about to show you that as of today, those commercials are going to launch on television, and you're going to be able to watch them. You're going to be able to watch the world begin to change on your television, not on the internet. Okay? But these things all happened really within the last week. That Drop Gold campaign began. Consensus 2019 was this week. Coinbase announced the addition of XRP in New York, which was huge. Bakkt came out with their update saying, more or less saying that they were going to launch in July. Whereas until now, they kept putting it off, but they would not give an actual time that they were going to launch. And then Fidelity Digital Assets, this came out this week as well. It came through Anthony Pompliano, I believe, that it was rumored that Fidelity when they came out, they were going to launch in the next 2 or 3 weeks, and that XRP would be a part of what's included on their platform. And I made this point via Twitter, almost like a coordinated plan. And this is kind of a lot of the talk that we've been having over the last few months, is that I've always felt like many of these the powers that be, whatever you want to call them, that there's a lot of coordination as far as making all of this happen all at once to create a snowball effect. And I firmly believe that. This person came in and said, in finance and Wall Street, everything is coordinated. It starts when they say it starts. I fully 100% believe that. And you could get very specific on examples of how Wall Street operates, and it shows you that. The truth of the matter is, and I've always said this as well, those people on Wall Street, they're supposed to be, quote, the smartest people that there are. I've always believed that the truth is they're the people that are the chosen ones to be in the rooms that make the backroom deals and make things happen so that everything is geared. It's like a rigged game. I've always believed it. Well, since having worked for Morgan Stanley, I've always believed that. Okay, and I'm not saying anything bad about Morgan Stanley. I'm just saying that Wall Street in general, that's how I believe things work. Okay, next. I want to show you, I've got so many things here. This is the Grayscale tweet from this morning where they announced where the TV spots are going to be, and you'll be able to watch these on these channels. Excited to share that the Drop Gold TV spot begins airing nationally today during commercial breaks on AMC, Comedy Central, Fox Business, Fox News, FX, IFC, Nat Geo, NFL, Paramount, Sundance. And if you can't wait, they've got the commercial here if you want to watch it. I've got my channel on Fox News right now, so I'm waiting to see it. When I do, I may record it and post it on Twitter, because I think it's very significant. All right, now, Mr. B tweeted this last night. It is a very good tweet that I want you all to let sink in for you, okay? The historical bull run chart, they don't last forever, so make a plan. Write it down and execute it. The future expected to hold utility price increases, which will likely be more predictable and sustainable. Do your own research and not financial advice. Great days, my friends. Well, what he's showing you here is in the past in the crypto markets, how long the bull markets have lasted, how long the bear markets have lasted, and how long what we would call purgatory, which is kind of what we've been in the last 15 months, has been like. And if you look here, the bull runs in crypto that he's got here on this chart, have lasted 35, 58, 90, and 62 days. Not very long. And so he's making the point here is that you need to be ready. Now, I don't care how long the bull market runs or does not run. I have certain prices at which I'm probably going to sell a little bit of my XRP. I probably won't sell all of it for quite a long time. I'm probably in it for the long haul on a lot of it. But what he's saying here is have a plan. Are you going to sell? Your plan might, and this is all hypothetical, your plan might be that you're going to sell 20,000 XRP when it hits $4 or $10 or $20. That may be your phase one of your plan. Your phase two of your plan might be that if XRP hits $35, you're going to sell another 10,000. Who knows? But you need to decide what that is. Now, I believe that these bull markets that we had in the past, I believe that we are going to experience some longer bull markets since Wall Street is about to come in. And I think that Wall Street, and the reason I think that is because I think just as Grayscale is starting their commercials today, we have never in these past bull runs had marketing machines that were up and running to really pump this. We've had people on Twitter and social media and that type of thing, but we've never had all of the guns blazing from Wall Street to sell this to the public. And for that reason, I believe we will have at least a bull run here in the next, either whether it's this one or the next one, that's going to last for a while. You could have an extended bull run even into the 1-2 years, but you don't need to count on that. You need to assume this. But like I said, if XRP doesn't hit my first price point, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care if the bull run lasts 20 days or a year. If we don't exceed the highs that we had in 2017, I won't sell a penny of my digital assets because I believe that the last highs were nothing compared to what's coming. Okay, but it's a great tweet and it's something you need to think about. Okay. This guy, Armand_G, sent this last night. He says, just saw twins earlier in New York City. They are very successful, and I asked when their platform would support XRP trading. I'll just say soon. Can you guess who? And he copied me on this, and I replied to him. He's obviously talking about the Winklevoss brothers. They were in the streets with their bus that they're doing their crypto advertising on. They were in the streets yesterday. And we've been giving them a hard time about why they don't have XRP for quite some time. All of their competition has added XRP now. And so he's got to be talking about that. And it wouldn't surprise me a bit if Gemini added XRP. Gemini is the Winklevoss brothers platform. And we've joked for a long time, they're big Bitcoin holders. And I think that's probably the reason they have not added XRP. But they are about to. And I've told them many times, I've shown them how many customers they would have added if they did add it. So it'll be a smart move on their part. Okay, next. This is from XRP Trooper at Trooper XRP. Sent me this. This is from Brad Garlinghouse has awoken. Brad Garlinghouse has begun to tweet like he has in the past. Pleased to report that Ripple is one of the Inc. magazine's best workplaces of 2019. This is thanks to the amazing Ripple team for bringing the determination and passion as we seek to solve the global payments problem. And I saw there's some funny, if I can get this thing to scroll, I want to say it was XRP Veteran had put a funny picture of Brad Garlinghouse as the Godfather, the Bradfather. Down here, if I can get this thing to, there you go. I thought that was funny. I might have to make that my thumbnail today. I'm going to keep this up just so maybe I can do that. All right, next from Digital Asset CPA at Digital Asset CPA sent me this, and they're already, look at these guys. It's really sad when you think about it. They tried all of this FUD for over 15 months and tried to keep this market down. And these clowns are already starting their bubble talk, and we've just gotten started, and they're already starting. Oh, they're gonna call this one the crypto bubble 2.0, and this David Sims guy and a lot of others will begin to write all of their articles about how it's a fraud and it's a this and it's a that. And they, again, will be wrong, as they've been every single time that they've called the death of digital assets. And what's funny here is in the conclusion, they say, as long as central banks hold rates below normal levels, crypto could continue to inflate. In other words, crypto is totally illegitimate because, in their opinion, it's being inflated because of central banks. But yet they say nothing about how we've just had a 10-year bull run in the stock market that is completely a mirage and inflated because of the central banks of the world, and they know it. But that is totally legitimate in clowns like this eyes. That is totally legitimate, when the truth is the real Ponzi scheme, the true Ponzi scheme is when you have central banks that are trying to centrally control your currencies and print them at will. That is the real worthless Ponzi scheme. But these guys right here, they've been told what they're supposed to say for years, and they'll keep being told what they're supposed to say. Okay, next, let me go to the next one. If I can get rid of this stupid crypto bubble article, and we'll move on. My computer just had a little hiccup. Here we go. For all of you that love my computer hiccups, they are quite often these days, and it's kind of become part of my signature. I kind of laugh at it, but I don't think my channel would have gotten the growth that it's gotten if I did not have some of the technological hiccups. But I am going to hire someone to do an upgraded. I may even create myself a studio at some point. As this bull market runs on, I may just suck it up and do something like that. I got this from Ripple Red at Blockchain79, and she sent me this. This is great. This is a really good thread, and I'm going to read the whole thing because it says it all, and it says it perfectly. This is from IMHO_1986. What's happening to the market is a subtle growth using money injected into the market by whales. They tanked the market from 220 billion to 100 last November, December. They're bringing prices up while simultaneously pumping articles and news to induce FOMO from the masses. This is a good thing. They bought in low with the rest of us and are slowly controlling the market upwards, but not too fast or not too slow. Nice and steady with pumps and a little pullback like we're having today to give relief to those considering a move into the market but don't want to feel like they bought at the top. It's psychological and methodical, but it works. Markets will continue to rise in conjunction with more on-ramps opening up, then it will begin to accelerate. This pump over the last week or two is a primer. Give the news networks time to react and average Joe time to make up his mind and get his wallet ready. The market will rise to all-time highs and beyond. The big boys didn't spend billions on digital assets in the bear market and billions more building institutional on-ramps to let this thing drop. They've been massaging the narrative around crypto for months, giving everyone the illusion that their mind was changing on crypto, and so should yours. It's been a plan for a long time. Market fluctuations look very similar to 2017 bull market, almost as if they copy and pasted it. Hodl and pray. And I was copied in on this, but thanks to Ripple Red for sending me this. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Let me see what I got here. I may finish it right here. I do want to finish it right here. This morning, this is the first thing that I saw when I logged onto Twitter, and it made me laugh out loud. As many of you know, we have a Dr. T. He's at XRP Trump in the community. He hasn't been around since I think March, but he's a very smart guy, and he's a very smart person, and but for whatever reason he took a break, and when I saw this Dr. Fart, it's got to be a takeoff, because Dr. T is one of the more prominent people in the XRP community. And so when I saw this, it made me laugh out loud, because I know it has to be a takeoff on Dr. T. But I just started laughing. But I didn't just show it for that reason. I wanted to show it because he's reporting something very interesting. He's tweeting out this tweet from XRP Crypto Wolf. XRP is officially a virtual currency in Japan in the new Blockchain and Crypto Regulation 2019 report. Under Japanese law, virtual currency is not listed as securities that are defined in the Financial Instruments and Exchange Act. I wanted to show you this to let you know what we've said all along. XRP is global. Ripple is a global company. XRP is a global digital asset, or in Japan, a virtual currency. This is why I don't care what is said or all the things that are said to try to scare people. XRP is not going to be declared a security. I've said it from day one. The United States is not going to shoot itself in the foot when we have in the United States, in San Francisco, Ripple, which represents the greatest use case for the greatest digital asset ever created. The United States, the SEC is not going to shoot the United States in the foot and prevent one of the most cutting edge companies in the world from helping the United States lead the way in this digital asset race. Not going to do it. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button and tell your friends and family. XRP is a virtual currency in Japan. None of this security business. Thank you for listening.